The way some of us go and act, and in your life, rather than to see the Jesus as the author and finisher, as the one manifesting that glory in your life, when they got there, you have darapod. You have turned yourself to darkball. You have mixed up with the rest of Canadians, and you be separated as an individual and as a spiritual child of God. You are now become a Canadian. I don't want to know about Canadian. I had a conversation with one of the CRA agents. You know what he said to me? He said, Reverend, I'll tell you, I don't know where you come from or your people or whatever. He said, Canadians don't pay tithe. Only 1% of Canadians pay tithe. 1% is what he said. I said, 1%, yeah, I said 1%. Somebody from Canada Revenue telling me that. I said, 1%. I said, well, our people, you know, said 1% of them pay 1%. You know, we pay 10% of our time. I said, what? Some of you told me to lie at you because you don't pay your 10%. Everybody is trying to 419 God one way or the other. Because the thing he does not see, and you think his ways are too long, and his ways, you know what, you may not understand mathematics. You are doing yourself. So try him so that you may know and see the arm of his glory in your life. But nobody's on that line is very, very vacant. Rarely see people go on that line. And those that do go up that line, they will look as if things are not straight, but after a while, let me tell you, they are elevated and transformed. The rest of you will go on to calculating line. God doesn't understand what's going on in that country. And the cost of Elubo is this, the cost of Gari is this. People are screaming at you. You're too busy hearing the noise rather than you waiting for the voice of God. In the midst of that noise, there's a voice there. It belongs to you, it belongs to God. No, I have to do this, I have to do that. They are all crying and screaming and everything. How many people can you help or save if God does not watch the city? Didn't he tell you that those that are watching in vain? If God does not build the city, well, they get there with concrete, get there with all kinds of carpenter, or get there with all kinds of people that are masonry or mortar work, let them put brick up on it and wasting their time. So rather than you to see God as the author and finisher that can see it, you are allowing the noise that you are hearing dictate to you what you ought to do and how you ought to serve your God. We'll do that until we use our head to knock the wall, and then we go say, Baba Shere look at me. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Take your reading where you are from verse 12, yes?
Verse 12. And Jesus went into the temple.
He went into the temple
and cast out all of them that sold.
Because it is an opportunity. No, who is here? God is here. He's not watching and everything. What do you need? And everything. People start making things for themselves, building profits for themselves, using the church as a means of profit, turning the church into a business. You hear pastors these days, other denominations, I don't know, maybe this denomination, the one I don't know, or whatever. You know, church is the business and they are involved all in that. Jesus came and said, listen, let's get this very straight. It's the business of that done outside. This house shall be called a house of prayer for those that have faith and believe in God, those that will turn unto God, those that will come and kneel down before God to pray to God. It is a house of a spiritual interaction, not a house of financial networking, connectivity, do this, do that. We slowly miss the purpose of the house of God.